Sorry about that, guys. Cap Infinity War does have some cool animations with his attacks. His SP2. Someone posted a video a little while ago of Cap Infinity War fighting a 455 Juggernaut Alliance War boss. I think it was tier 3. It was tier 1 through 3. And Cap Infinity War got the solo, which is really impressive considering how many adaptive buffs Alliance War bosses get if you don't nullify them. Certain champions still dominate popularity in competitive champions like Sparky, Blade, Hyperion, Corvus is a new one. Makes it easy to overlook the new Cap. It doesn't help the Sentinel AI in Alliance Quest. Half the time he just stands there, holds block. Makes it tough to find a rhythm, and then with that, it makes it more tough to get good practice against Sentinel. You get used to the Sentinel AI in Alliance Quest, and then you go fight one in War, and it's a lot different. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to mix in parrying with intercepting to finish fights faster. Not finishing combos and then backing up to bait and intercept. It works well a lot of the times, not all the time. But when it does work, it works very well. Anyone excited for fantasy football this year? I've got one of my drafts tonight and I have not done any research. Gonna have to try not to sleep too late after arena finishes so I can do some scouting with who to draft. Sounds good, Wonder Bread. Hope you get some sleep. stat right there. You can't parry Mordo because of his astral evade. I was able to bait the intercept there and finish the match. Four more rounds to the 6 stars and then back to the 4 stars. Abraxas, yeah, right? I actually did take a little bit of a, as Dion would call it, the Stroop waffle or whatever. Lower back's a bit sore from tennis this week, so distance helping out just a bit. No, I need to start. Was that a Zverev? Or was it a kind of a wild card player? It'd be cool if it was a US player. None of our guys have really panned out that much. Korg never recovered after that injury. I'm pulling for Djokovic. He's been my favorite player since he first won the Australian. Or not, if you're watching, go Djokovic. What country do you... Cool. Australia's got a few guys who are excellent players who just can't get the mental game right. Tomic especially, and then what's that other guy's name? Kyrgios? I pronounced it right? That Kyrgios guy can ball. Just doesn't have the drive. last one, and then back to the 4 stars. Nice job, Suicides. You guys saw me parry two of 3 of Nebula's special attack there. If you're trying to fight aggressively and finish matches fast, when you parry special attack hits, there's a greater chance that you don't get knocked back. So if I was to let Nebula's special attack hit me and I was just blocking, my champion would have been pushed back, but because I parried, I didn't lose that much ground. That can be useful outside of arena, like say Alliance War, if there's not much time left and you're trying to keep the pressure on. Spacing at how many times I refresh them because I've got 2 or 3 rounds left. I think that round I just used my 6 stars, that was the first of the final 3 rounds. So I burned a third of the units I had. My 5 stars will be refreshed. Oh yeah, yes, I did refresh them because if I ask for help, then that could make the game lag. So I just I refreshed them because it's better than ask for help. Speaking of help, it'd be real cool if you posted in the info room reminding our guys to press the help button. Yeah? Yeah? Thanks, Abraxas. If this isn't good enough for Korg, I think I'm gonna hit up whatever arena mercenaries, the guys that always finish in the top 150 use. Or not, but I see why they choose to do that, even though it's against the terms of service. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. The 4 stars, even like 1 or 2 help button on the 4 stars, it's gonna make a difference in the final round I use them. Thank you, Syrinjo. Come on, move the poise. Yeah, regen that. Man. Wish I had the tier 2 alpha to rank up Sparky. I'll probably take him to rank 3 soon. I think I have the tech catalyst. Oh, really? No, no! And I've got a 100 plus megabyte connection. Megabyte a second connection. Are you guys get? No. Woo. Okay. I want the servers to go down right now. Yes, my Wi-Fi connection is over 100 megabytes a second, and it's my connection that's the problem. Gotcha. Red Hawk's one of the champions in the game with a multi-hit heavy attack that you can evade the first hit and the counter attack before the second hit lands. Use another one, Hyperion, Void if you're fast enough. Taskmaster is tough, you gotta be real fast. I think Domino is one of the only ones I could think of where the two attack are too fast to get a hit in between. More cat reflexes. Sometimes. Korg predictions have been anywhere as low as low 40s to, I think the highest was Kate's at 62 million. I hope 58. 58 would be awesome. Really went all out to grind was the Hyperion arena. And I watched part of Brian's live stream on that. I think he had predicted in the low 30s. And I got 35 point something, and I got the I finished 200. I was kind of bummed about that. So this time I'm trying to be safe and go for more. Do not recommend grinding arena for this long on 6 hours of sleep. I'm gonna go get another energy drink in a second. No 4 stars. So I always put Kingpin against Sparky because of his rage when champs evade. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get another energy drink. If the electron cuts out, I'll get it back on in a second. Hey, it stayed on this time. That's right. He can, yes. Kingpin matches up well with Sparky. I think the way his rage works is when someone invades, he gains a rage buff, and for each rage buff he gets, it's something like it raises his attack and his power gain by 3 to 5%. So, I mean, with enough poise, Sparky's doing ridiculous critical hit damage, so that'll usually end the fight fast. But Sparky's taunt does feed Kingpin's rage when it converts, or when the rage activates. So he ends up getting a lot of power gain and stronger attack, and then with enough, he'll get that overdrive buff. I think the 6-star, it increases his attack by like over 2,000 or something. Here, I'll show you guys, watch. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that when Kingpin gets the overdrive fury buff, it increases his attack by 4,600 and what? 25? 400 or 4,612 and a half. And that's only at rank 1 6-star. Imagine how much more it'll do when we can start ranking 6-stars up consistently. What did I have with Kingpin's an underrated attacker too. His Black Ice on his SP1, I think he gives him like 45% defensive ability accuracy reduction. That's the same as Blade's Danger Sense without his Sparky synergy. You can manage to land his SP1 early or fast enough and keep it going He's a decent counter for magic. I'm not going to match up Gwenpool with Panther Civil War since she'll stun him and then get caught. Got it, the suicides in arena. Abraxas, do you know what Bowser has his 5-star Modok ranked up to? He's been getting some good pulls recently. Still evades with 2 neurotoxins and a max ability. I think Miles evade works differently because it's a passive buffer. Remember reading something on the forum that it's different than other evades. Yeah, didn't he pull Modok? Gotcha. Right there you can intercept Hyper's heavy attack. You don't have to be that fast either. See if I can do it again. Nope, he's uses special attack. He'll be a good defender when he gets some rank. People have been saying that MODOK's been doing well as an Alliance War attacker too. I guess he's a good counter for either Node 29 or Node 30. One of the new mini-bosses, either the All or Nothing and Strike Back, or the Aspect of Evolution, since he can reverse power gain. Someone posted a video on Reddit and people were calling bluff first, but then the video was impressive, so that was a good find, whoever posted it. Jeez. At least you got those guys. All three of those guys are worth rank 4, even rank 5 with your dupes. So much easier to intercept in the corner. So much easier. Actually, Dr. Octopus with his massive light attack range. Definitely. Morning, Sarah. One thing I like to do, if the AI or if the player has a lot of points in limber, if you're not getting stuns on parry, I try to make my first attack a light attack because it connects faster than if you make your first attack a medium attack. So if you go light then medium attack, it's going to be faster than if you go medium to light attack after a parry. And that can make a difference if you're fighting evade champs, since most of them can't evade while they're stunned. One of the best pieces of advice I got against it was Nightcrawler, but it applies to all evade champs. When I had first started playing and I was trying to complete Road to the Labyrinth, I came across one of Seaton's videos, and his advice against Nightcrawler was only him when he's stunned. That's arguably the best advice I've heard on how to fight evade champions. If they're stun immune, bring Iceman or Crossbones. Hey, Devin. Dion, I had some of a stroop waffle. What time is it in Holland? And right there. Backed up for the parry and didn't have to deal with him going and stuff, other than making the fight longer. Lock, lock your windows, close your doors. 245, not bad. Devin, I had 50, little over 54.6 million right now. Aiming for 60 to 65. That's funny. Somewhere over 9,000. I saved up all units I got this month and all my arena chips after donations. I opened 1,150,000 battle chips with uncollected arena crystals before I started the arena, and with 1,150,000. The 1 million was between 22 and 2,300. But then I did 100,000 and got a 300, and then I did 150 and got 75. And I managed to save, I think, 3,500. So that put me at a little over 6. And I was a little behind. Getting 60 plus million, which was what a lot of the projections were. So I ended up picking up a Odin to make up for it. Yes, questing too. I think he has good potential as an attacker. Defense, he's gonna be a nightmare though. People are gonna, Korg's gonna be the new Korg's gonna be the new Mystic Dispersion. Turn off dexterity when you fight him. Someone just posted a guide on how to fight Korg on Reddit. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't read the whole thing, but it looked legit. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Emma Frost looks like she might be hard. Omega Red looks worse. Proximity degeneration. I mean, depending on his other attacks, if he's super aggressive like Unstoppable Colossus, if he can corner you like Juggernaut or Killmonger, that proximity degeneration is gonna suck. Here's I just posted a link to Reddit. Somebody wrote a guide on a fight Korg. If you guys are interested. Ooh, so tired. Been grinding arena since like noon. Yes, she is. Frost does look like she's gonna be a tough fight. I'm more worried about Omega Red, but Frost does not look easy. Devin, who do you use to fight against Korg?
He's not that bad in duels, but it's kind of like a... The Korg reminds me a bit of Iron Man Infinity War, where people would post link of fighting him in duels and he wasn't a problem, and then you fight him on node, I think it's 34, with that armor regeneration node, and he's a nightmare. D, and I've used a little bit over 7,000. I had great arena crystal pulls with getting units before the arena. During the arena, they've been terrible. I opened 20 uncollected arena crystals, and then I opened, I think, 50 regular arena crystals. So from 300,000 units, or not units, 300,000 ships, I got 300 units. Not happy about that. DeWater, yeah, I think 3.1 should be good. You might want to do a few 100,000 more just to be safe. But Sentinel and MODOK are similar defenders in terms of like how hard they are. And Sentinel went for 2.4 round 1. I don't know what he went for second round. And MODOK's a lot easier to fight now than he was when he was released. For anyone confused about that, Dion's a big fan of Oprah. We have a lot of fun in the chat commenting on that. Why did my phone just turn off? Oh, wow. Sorry about that, guys. My phone just, the screen went black for some reason. Never ending, it seems. The strategy I've been using to avoid death squats has been working pretty well. I finally fine-tuned it. I ranked up enough 4-star champions so that a third of my 4-star roster would be at least rank 4. And the other 2/3 are rank 3, so I've been matching either a rank 5 or rank 4 with 2 rank 3s. And I haven't gotten a death squad yet doing that. I hope I get them, but if I don't, I mean, that's part of the game. May as well rename the game to Marvel Contest of RNG. Ever since Very Good posted that video for the Killmonger arena, I think he responded to one of Seaton's comments that he used like 5 Odin's worth of units. That's with as deep as his roster is, so...
Sorenjo, you've got a win streak of 1,320? Damn. That's almost as high as Vegoot's record of like 1,400 something. My record is 936. I got that in the Hyperion arena. I don't think I'm gonna top that this time. I didn't, I wasn't running suicides for that arena. Suicides have made a huge difference. Yes, Dion, I did. I've got both the Liquid Courage and the other one maxed. Blast Cannon maxed too. It's weird using Mystic Champions with no points in Mystic Dispersion. I've had that maxed for over a year.
Sorenjo, how many points do you have?
You're probably like at 70 or 8 million at least.
Harder to evade Spider-Man's SP with close range.
It helps when you have more time to get out of the way of the first web projectile. Devin, which champ are you talking about? If it's Hyperion, I think he went for just over 40 million when he was in 5-star arena. Both rounds were close to 40. Oh, Korg, this is the first round. The first round, I think every time has gone for less than the second round, so that's why I'm grinding the first round. As high as it'll be, it'll probably be lower than next round. I'm not sure about the Incinerate timer, but I know Crossbones doesn't affect Agent Venom Tenacity. Tenacity is an offensive ability, and one of the really cool things about Proxima Midnight is she has 200% offensive ability accuracy reduction when she blocks. So if you're using Proxima Midnight and you're fighting Agent Venom or Kingpin, every time you parry their attacks, they will never shrug off the stun with Tenacity or Rage. That's one reason I'm a big fan of Proxima. It's not for everyone. I'm not sure. Dr. Voodoo can counter the Incinerate timer. I tried using my Dr. Voodoo against Agent Venom in Labyrinth of Legends. Let me see if I can find the video real fast. But Dr. Voodoo's ability accuracy reduction has a chance to counter the Incinerate timer. It also has a chance to counter... Excuse me, Agent Venom Tenacity, since Voodoo gets offensive and defensive reduction. Agent Venom. Agent Venom's one of the hardest fights in Labyrinth of Legends, unless you have Ice Hand or Void. That fight sucked. At least you only have to do it once, not like the 90 Cyclops. I'm gonna see if I can find that Agent Venom fight. Dion, if you click on that link and you go to 10 minutes and 50 seconds, you'll see the Agent Venom fight. No, I don't have a skill gem. I have two cosmic gems. I didn't go for Heimdall because I'm using all my cosmic stones on Proxima. Seem like the best counter for auto block. Evade 2 and keep his True Strike going forever as long as he doesn't get hit. Oh, gotta love when you end fights that way with Loki. Only thing better is carving at the speed one. It's a long fight, Dion. Yeah, no rush to watch it. There are 3 fights in the video. The Agent Venom fight starts at 10:50. I'm gonna stretch my legs a bit. The live stream has been going for a bit over 2 hours, but 4 left, so I'm gonna do some stretching. Back in 1 second, guys. Thanks, Sarenjo. Sarenjo, do you have your own channel too? I saw somebody commented that you post videos. Devin, no, I am... What the heck, is the sound gone? Yeah. Testing, hopefully the sound's working. Can't hear anything. Does anyone hear anything? Why is the sound not working? Is the sound working now? Okay, the sound should be working again. If you guys hear me now, somebody say something in chat. Still no sound, guys? Still no sound? What the hell's going on? This is working now. Looks like the sound's back. Cool. I'm using Streamlabs to stream the game right now. Streamlabs doesn't have external audio support. I had to use an app called Easy Mic, and it looks like sometimes they get unsynced. Go back to some of the comments. Devin, I don't have a skill gem, but I am maxed out on skill stones for 5 stars. That's one of the reasons I I'm going for Korg. No kidding, Crisis. I'm at 54.9 Renegade. I've got one more round of 5 stars coming up. That'll give me an extra 1.6 million. And after I finish with the 4 stars this round, I'll come, I think 2 more times. The last time I may not be able to finish a full round, so I'll probably just match them up the strongest ones first. And I do have more units for my 6 stars. Yeah, Devin, no, I am not going for the dupe on Korg. Hell no. No, 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 no. Definitely not. 60 million back-to-back rounds. I mean, it's just, that's too much concept champions. That's too much. But I guess that's where the arena mercenaries come in, right? It's going all right. I'm almost at 55 million contest. Big fan of your forum comments, by the way. Big fan of what you've got to say on the forum. Also, glad to see Omni still doing well. Super cool how you guys got criticized at first and you totally turned things around to finish in Master Season 2. That shows what hard work and perseverance can do. Yeah. I had a temporary ban too for a month. I thought I was done for good, but I guess it turned out that it was just too many like small warnings in a short frame of time. It's like you get a warning and then a level 2 warning and then you get jailed. And if you get another warning when you're jailed, that's when you get banned. But I guess if it's not major, like if it's just a regular warning, you just gotta wait for the warning to wear off and then you can go back in. Yeah, that's the worst deal they ever offered. Seaton's video had me crack up when he said like he already knew 10 people who bought it. It's kind of funny how him getting kicked out of the content creators program was, ever since then, and he's been speaking his mind a lot more, and he's been a lot more fun to watch. What was I doing? I'm starting to get brain freeze on who I was using. I can't even pick the right guy now. Less than 4 hours. Yeah, I know. Well, when you've got disposable income of 100,000 or more a year to spend on this game, why wouldn't you? With all the piloting that's still been going on in Alliance, I wonder how many of the players pay other people to hang out with their significant others or kids or something. They do it this much in a video game. Same to you. Hope you get them. We'll check to see how many units I have left to refresh my 6 years after this fight. I really hope you're right. I hope you make as much sense with your predictions as you do on the forum. That'd be legit. I just hit 55 million, and I've got 1,926 units to use on my 6 stars, and I could open some arena crystals to go for more units if I need them, but hopefully I won't. Definitely starting to freeze on the teams I was using. Some down, so I got to bed this morning at 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm going for 60 to 65 contest. I have the units to do it, just I'm trying to burn through my 4 stars fast enough that I can use them again. If I were to use all my units on my 6 stars, that could cost me a round of 4 stars if I don't time it right. But yeah, Dion, I crashed at 3 this morning, and then I woke up at 6 to use my 5 stars, and then I went to bed around 7:30 and slept until 11. So I did get about 6.5 hours of sleep. That's not bad. But I've been up since, I've been grinding like since noon to 1 non-stop. For the Hyperion Arena, I went for about 24 hours straight. Never doing that again. Didn't even get him. So Renjo, if you have your own channel, send me a link. I saw someone else saying how you post videos. I can add it to my favorite places in my browser. Check it out later. So at the Hyperion Arena, I got a win streak of 936 without running suicides. And I got like 35.4 or 0.8 million. And I finished 200. That's what I did for the Hyperion Arena, Dion. I mean, I used to do that stuff in college all the time. Like stay up till 3 to 4 a.m. drinking. And then since I was on the tennis team, you wake up at 7 and go play an 8 a.m. match and play the hangover off. I can't do that shit anymore. Nice, dude. I was right. I guess Sorrento had like 60 or 70 million. Nice. Yeah, you got it, man. Congrats. Yeah, I was pretty bummed, Brian. I watched part of your live stream. And I was close to your score, so I thought I was in shape, but I didn't refresh my champs nearly enough. I had 3 cosmic gems at that point too. But I'm actually pretty happy with Proxima Midnight. Her utility's been really useful in Alliance War. She's been doing great on Path 6. Speaking of war, Brian, congrats on, like, I don't know what you did, but or what you did to improve even more, but like you went almost into all of season 3 with no deaths and tier 1 on Path 6. Like, man, that's crazy good. Start refreshing. This is the first time I've tried to go all out since the Hyperion Arena. That's how much of a market left. I didn't enjoy doing Arena for at least a month after that. Yeah, I wish I had Void. One of our alliance mates in my battle group, he just pulled 5-star Killmonger, and he has a 565 Void. And he has a 455 Sabretooth, so he's using the Unholy Trinity and he's been loving it. That was the record. Contest of Noobs. That's why I'm hoping that Korg won't go for much more than 60, because Iron Man Infinity War was the record. And I think both rounds were close to 60, but not much more. I couldn't imagine doing Path 6 in Tier 1. So much pressure. So much pressure. Tier 2 or 3 when we were in Hyperactive was bad enough. Beat yourself up when you gave up a death. Much worse than Tier 1. That's awesome. The only champ I've gotten from 5-star Arena was or featured was Luke Cage. I did 28 something round 1 for him. I was real happy about that because I was taking Path 9 at the time in Alliance War, and Cage is a much better option than Ultron on node 44. Dion, you have a science and a cosmic gem, right? I know you were talking about who to use your cosmic gem on. After using suicides in an arena like this, I'm never going for a 5-star feature champ without him again. The difference is night and day. Yes, they do. So do the streams. I thought a few months back, I thought I was okay at Arena, and then someone had commented on the forum about how Brian did like 3 days straight. I think that was the cable grind. And I checked out some of the videos at that point, and the realization, like, okay, this is how the pros do Arena. Dion, do you know if Mahi's awake or Benke is awake? Cool to talk to her for a instance. She was the one who got me to live stream. That's a good point. Contest of Noobs. Definitely gets hard to stay awake when in the 5-star feature when you're going for a high score. I might second monster right now. Hoping I don't need a third one. I don't like a little more than energy drinks at a certain amount of time. I do graveyard shifts at my last job, and it'd always be hard to crash when you work out 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. with too much caffeine. Man, all the colors of the rainbow, Dion. To water, would we get the, like, special, the celebrity challenges or whatever? Usually they're based on MCU movies. We get class awakening gem crystals for exploration. If you want a 4-star generic gem, I believe the only two options are Act 4 exploration and Act 5 Chapter 1 exploration. Yes, Contest of News is correct. There's been some talk on the forum recently about the next celebrity challenge we're going to get. It'd be really cool if we got it for the Venom movie. That might be a good opportunity if Venom and maybe Carnage are two of the champs getting buffed. If that's how they would introduce their buffs, would be in a celebrity challenge. Thanks, Dion. I'm not sure, but I'm going to guess that when you get that message and there's nothing wrong with the network, it's because your Alliance teammates are pressing the help button. Sritaja? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Thanks for waking me up with that Dormammu comment. I needed to remember that I used my Labyrinth of Legends generic gem on him. And now we're getting the MD Dexterity nerf. He's got a cool design. He's got decent bleed if you've got deep wounds maxed. Too bad he's arguably the best Spider-Man villain, and overall it's not that great as for a Cosmic Champ or any champ. I've got a question for you guys. Speaking of Carnage, what other Spider-Man characters would you guys want to see come added? My vote would be for a Spider-Man villain, Morlun. I really enjoyed reading the Spider-Verse event that came out a few years ago with, what was the name? The Inheritors, or whatever Morlun's family was, whatever they called them. That would be cool. Coworker I had, Venom was his favorite Marvel character. He enjoyed the Marvel movies and some of the comics. Venom was his favorite character. You should go watch Married with Children, Dion. That's where the best Oprah is. Find some old episodes on YouTube or online. Your breakfast, Princeton. I agreed to water. Sandman would be pretty cool. Oh, you're never too young to watch Married with Children, Dion. Check on Alliance quest after I finish this round of 4 stars. Almost there. Mysterio. I wouldn't be surprised if they add him next year since he's the villain in Spider-Man Far From Home. I don't have a gem nuke, but I'll show you what I do have after this round. Lizard would be cool too. I have the tier 2 alpha to take a champion to rank 4, and I have plenty of skill catalysts in tier 1 alphas. I'm only short on tier 4 basic. But if I do get Korg, he's going to rank 4. Be using Alliance Quest Glory on tier 4 for a bit. Oh, no. I'm trying to stay away from those. Managed to stay away from them entirely this month to save units for the arena. I do not have a gem, but I have the next best thing, or things, plural. As you can see, I have a good amount of skill stones to the extent that I have not been able to open crystals. I already had to burn a skill stone on crossbones, so I haven't been able to open crystals for a while. Yeah, Morbius would be really cool. Our alliance has been doing really well in the new peak milestone system. Overall, I think almost as good as 4 Loki. The completion and the group event, we've been doing well every time, but item use, and especially arena, not as good, but we're happy doing as well as we are in completion and group. So the master plan is that Caban refunds my 5-star generic jet that I used on Dormammu from Labyrinth of Legends, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen now. That was the plan. I awakened Dormammu after finishing Labyrinth of Legends 15 days before the Mystic Dispersion Dexterity beta testing was announced. I even have to post on the freaking fed script to prove it, but
Right now, no gem back. Just better. Going back to Noobs' question, if I do get Korg, I'm not going to be opening any 5-star crystals until next featured crystal comes out. So I'll be saving shards to attempt to do Korg in the next featured crystal. Morning, Dr. Strange. And Water, I think Frost has potential to be the best tank in the game. Possibly a better blocker than Cap World War II. And then possibly take hits better than Killmonger. But we're not going to know until we see her in action. Dion, I've started at least like 3 or 4 petitions on the thread on the forum. I swear, like, interacting on the forum is like practicing politics. I mean, I have a partial background in debate. I had friends in high school and college that were excellent at team debate. And I do have some other background and some other things that where you have to, you know, present your arguments and all that stuff. The forum is a whole nother monster. Temporarily, for about a month. It was actually a really nice break. You don't realize until you can take a step back how easy it is to get sucked into, you know, some of the arguments on there that don't go anywhere. What's up, Heisenberg? Wow, you're getting a lot of big YouTubers on here. Abraxas, looks like you and Heisenberg have something in common. Oh God. Yeah, contest of noobs. I mean, I've gone back and forth with GWB times. I've seen you as well. At this point, I just try not to engage. Yeah, it's. I mean, some people, no matter like how you word things to them, or no matter what you say, you're not going to convince them of a different point of view. It's best just to, you know, use your energy on something else. But man, it can be hard to not engage it sometimes. Yeah, Braxis, I think I'm going to take the other half of that Stroop waffle soon. Maybe time it like an hour and a half before the stream's done so I can crash out right after. That's one of the benefits of living in Vegas. Especially the 5-star featured arena, that one always takes the longest. I try to go to sleep as soon as arena's done so I can wake up and hopefully the results are in by then. Yeah, you nailed it, Abraxas. What do they say? You can lead a man to knowledge, but you can't make him think. Makes me wish I'll say
say that off the live stream. Same here, man. By the way, Contest of Noobs, congrats on getting Brutal in Omni. Quality person and excellent quality player. I'm surprised nobody got hashtag Brutal was right shirts after he ranked up Sparky to rank 5. Kind of a parody of the Cyclops was right thing from the comics a few years back. Yeah, how about that rank 2 6-star duped Void he has? Jeez. I gotta show that to Monkeys if he hasn't seen it. Hope you guys get back into Master next season. I don't know how much Crystal Opening Whale leaving affected you guys, but I think I saw you guys finish at High Platinum 1. That's impressive. I wish I could say that about what was it? Before I got Proxima leveled up, I thought she could be good on No 24 because of her special damage attack and her heal block. I never would have imagined she was as good as she's turned out to be on No 24. She doesn't even need to use her heal block. Once she completes 2 or sometimes even 1 mission, 1 special attack, and you get the solo. But then again, once you get to tier 1 to 3, you have almost twice as much health. So it'd be a different story if we got to tier 3. I would think that could be frustrating with tier 1. It's like, okay, wartime, let's see if we can get the, oh, NY718. That's okay, next time we got, oh, now we got, what was it, Legion, okay, got 3 times the chart, oh, MMX. It's never ending. Come on. Jeez. If you guys finish in Platinum 1 with bad matchups, that's still pretty impressive. I saw Idolist left the Scroll Empire or whatever alliance he was in. No, he was with them when they got Master last season. I may have posted a video commenting on that. Had a chance to check out many other YouTube videos with the Korg Arena. Thanks, Eisenberg. I'm trying to get to 60 to 65. Prefer 65 to be safe. Once I get done with my 4 stars, I'll go back to refreshing the 6 stars for a bit. And my 5 star will get refreshed with, I think, about an hour, maybe a little bit more of time left. So I'll be able to use my 5 stars again. Check the arena history real fast. I want to make sure I know. No, wait, that's
Contested Noob said Iron Man Infinity War was mid-50s.
First round.
Don't need to check.
Excuse me. If Korg goes for more than 60 first round, wouldn't it be surprising, but man, the precedent for strong defenders in Arena just keeps getting higher if that ends up being the case. Another reason why I decided to grind for Korg, my current mastery setup, I only have 1 point in Deep Wounds because I've got Mystic Dispersion max and I've got 4 points in the Tech Mastery for Sentinel. And the majority of skill champs rely on Deep Wounds for their, max effect. Blade, Gwenpool, even Killmonger. Massacre too. I think like Crossbones is one of the only ones I can think of that doesn't rely on bleed damage. And Korg only does bleed damage on his SP2. So that's another reason why I'm going for him in Arena. Mastery setup wouldn't limit his potential very much. Also because he's an awesome character in the movie. I mean, they did a real good job with Korg in the movie compared to the Planet Hulk comic. I didn't know Massacre was like Electric. Reduces accuracy based on debuffs. Why did the game freeze? Two more. And then back to the 6 stars. If you use an iPhone for Contest of Champions and you're trying to grind Arena, turn off background app refresh. The game has been running so much faster since I turned that off a few hours ago. No, I'm still good. A few hours left. You use Phoenix when you get the AI in the corner with low power like that. It's a great chance to spam her heavy attack to filter Furies. The audio's not working? Let me check. I have my computer muted, but no, it's still going. Double check actually.